Terry McLaurin, the focal point, 7 catches, 50-plus yards, and a TD. Run defense gave up 150-plus yards on the ground in Las Vegas, 5.2 per run allowed. Washington can exploit that if they don't correct it. Brian Robinson comes in off a 100-yard game, 4.8 a carry, a TD. Cleveland also has to be careful with Jeremy McNichols, 68 yards, 2 TDs last week. Welcome to the show. And Daniels, too. He scored on the ground again, 47 yards, 5.9 a Samber. Daniels, a version of what the Dogtown thought it was getting when it handed over all those draft picks, all those wins. Deshaun Watson just 176 yards and 5.5 yards per attempt versus the Raiders. TD, a pick. No game with a 90-plus rate so far. No game with his yards per attempt over.
What's your name? What's your name? Zayla? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zayla? That's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zabo?
For us, guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now. For us, guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now.
That's it right there.
For us, guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now.
What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different.
that's crazy, bro. Say, that's crazy, bro.
That's it right there.
Say, that's crazy, bro. Zay, that's crazy, bro.
Welcome, 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 welcome in today. Thank you guys for joining. YouTube page is at Cadillac Law. I listen to her a lot of times. She breaks it down pretty good, pretty well, explaining what is happening in the Rico trial. I like the way she breaks it down and how she explains in layman terms of what's going on with the trial. She has a pretty great way of explaining and making it pretty simple for people to understand um, a lot of the corruption that's going on in a legal way for people to understand some of the corruption that the state officials are actually doing. Way back when we knew that Glanville was being very biased against Young Thug and the defendants, she said it a long time ago. So I've been following some of her videos back then. I don't listen to all of them, but I did catch this one that she posted, and I thought it was very, very informative and very accurate. So we're going to play some of her commentary from the latest video where she talks about how corrupt the state has been, and she also compares some of the corruption where in the another case, the Epstein case, where the trial erred and they end up getting the whole case thrown out because some evidence was used that wasn't presented to the defense counsel ahead of time. As we all know, that Attorney Love, the prosecutor in the Young Thug case, she does it all the time. She doesn't share evidence as she's been instructed to numerous times. She all the time does things corruptly and out of order, as she has been warned not to do. And of course, as everybody know, what recently happened, the Judge Whitaker is annoyed, and she acts as if she is considering granting the numerous mistrial efforts that the defense has motioned for mistrial, and she acts as if she's going to consider the mistrial motion. But, you know, we all know that corruption is hovering over this case. So we'll just continue to pray for justice, because we do know that it will come eventually. But we'll go ahead and listen to Cadillac Law and her commentary of what has occurred recently in the Young Thug YSL RICO trial. Let's go.
Y'all, hello. 'Tis I, Lauren Cadillac, aka OG Cadillac, aka Mother of the Decade, aka looks 10 years younger than she really is. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. First, good morning everyone in the chat. Thank you so much. Before we get into the absolute bullshit calamity mess that is this RICO trial in Fulton County, the YSL RICO trial, I want to say thank you first to everyone who contributed to my birthday fundraiser for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. We were able to raise $175 through the month of September, which is amazing. So thank you. Round of applause to everyone. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This morning, after I guess it was while I was in the shower after my workout, I was contemplating the meaning of life and justice. And, you know, I really, as a society who claims to be a form of democracy, because we're a democratic republic, we're not a true democracy, as a society that is a form of a democracy that claims to believe in rights for all people and the seeking of the truth under the law. We truly do not utilize mistrial as much as we should. Truly, we don't. If any of you watched the Alec Baldwin Rust or whatever it was trial, we watched it together on this channel. It was like 2 days long because in that trial it came out that the prosecution, the state, had some evidence that they had heard of that could or could not have been, may or may not have been exculpatory. They did not disclose it and provide it to the defendant. Case closed, period, end of story. You're done, state. You follow the rules we wrote, or it's over for you. And that's how it should be. That is the society we have agreed to. That is the laws that we have agreed to. That's the Constitution that we have agreed to, right? Like, that is what we have created as American society, and that is what we expect as Americans that are part of said American society. Yet here we have a case where the government does not have all of their evidence. The government has not disclosed all of their evidence. The government continues to try to stretch and delay in an effort to, I don't know, bore people into giving them a guilty. I'm not really sure what that strategy is. But we have so many mistakes made by the government that there's been like, what, 45 requests for mistrial? 45 motions for mistrial? At a certain point, which I think probably would have been motion 3 or 4 if I were the judge, our state must be held to the same standard as our citizens, if not higher. It's the government's fucking rules. They wrote the rules. Those are their rules. They belong to the state. Those are the state's rules. They're all getting paid from the same government paycheck. Follow your own fucking rules. Calm down, Lauren. The miscarriage of justice
I can get you to a 64% win rate in trading over the next 8 weeks worth.
The miscarriage of justice is despicable and angering.
Just summarize.
Even when you're not.
Yeah. So guys, so what we saying, guys, is I'm just gonna summarize what she's saying. What she's saying is that in one case, not having all of the evidence presented to the defense in a timely manner as it should be, caused this particular case to be mistrial immediately as it should be. And according to that case, justice was served. And what she's basically saying is that in the YSL case, if it had been going properly as it should, according to justice, it should have been mistrial. That's pretty much what she's saying, just to summarize. And she's absolutely correct. She's absolutely 100% correct. And what she's saying is that everybody should be upset. It's a mistrial of justice. And as Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And people should be outraged. It should be outraged. And all these civil rights activists, groups, justice, why are you not outraged that this is happening right here in plain view, in your face? It's a miscarriage of justice. So that's what she's saying. And I know we're beating a dead horse because we've said this repeatedly, week after week. But, justice is coming. So don't say, well, we could have, we should have, or we felt the same way, because I don't want to hear it. Because when justice come, people going to come out, we was behind you, we did this, we did that. No, y'all was quiet. It's in everybody's face. The world is seeing what's going on in this case. And, it's unfortunate. So I just wanted that to be known and said again, because I see all these blogs now posting, Judge Whitaker's fed up with the prosecution, and, she sees this, she's warning the prosecution about mistrial. I'm so sick of seeing these posts. She been knowing that. That's nothing new. The prosecution been not.
They've been warned 45 times.
Yeah, they've been warned about this stuff. She's fed up for real this time. That's an act. She been knowing this, so miss me with all that. So that's my spiel on that. So that's my spiel on that piece for this week. Now, in other news, what I want to address today also is the latest information that has came out about the United States Department of Justice and the findings that they found about the prison system being unconstitutional. They knew that too. All these findings that they're acting as if it's new. I want to know about solutions. I don't want to hear. I'm sick of these presidential townhouse debates. I don't want to hear about Kamala and Trump debates. I don't want to hear about no other debate party and no other. Can we have a solution party? What are the solutions? What solutions are they bringing to the table? That's what I want to hear about. I've yet to hear about what solutions are going to be implemented immediately to address these unconstitutional prisons and these mass murderers that are occurring, these deaths that happen every day at alarming rates in these prisons. They're happening at every day. My emails are overloaded with families contacting me about their loved ones getting murdered and extorted in prison, in jails. And then the attorneys that they hire out of desperation that take their money and don't do nothing for these families. Just take the money and just don't do anything. So we also need to start having clinics to tell people and teach people how to file bar complaints on these attorneys, what links to go to, how to file bar complaints if your attorney is not calling you back, if your attorney is not providing you with any answers after they've taken your money, if they're not providing you with your retainer agreements after you've given them a lump sum of money, if they don't have an agreement to show you what they're going to do for you, what you're paying for. I need to know if I give you this amount of money, what are you going to do for me and my loved one? I need to know how much of my money is going to go towards the case. I know that you can't guarantee me this, but if I'm giving you $20,000, what are you telling me that $20,000 is going to do? How many hearings are you going to attend for $20,000? What are you telling me you're going to do for my loved one? You're not just going to take my $20,000 and answer 2 or 3 phone calls and then stop calling me, and then my loved one is still in jail. Because I'm not an attorney. I don't claim to be one. And no, I have not went to law school. But guess what? My inbox look like I'm one, because a lot of people call me because these real attorneys taking people money and leaving these people crying, loved ones in jail, and no answers. And I don't want to start calling people out, but I tell you one thing, if people keep on calling me, I'm going to start putting attorneys on. I'm going to start putting these emails on blast, and I'm going to start putting names of attorneys that these people are writing me about. That's fixing to start happening. So I'm going to start taking questions, and let me check the comments. Give me just a moment.
Hey everybody, just want to say I'm finally here, and apologize for being this late, but better late than never. And you know, Shanita, I'm glad to see her back in the saddle. You know, due to the circumstances that she's had to deal with this week, and hopefully we can do this thing and we can make something happen. I want to ask that everybody keep everyone that's in need and in debt, and the people that are going through this aftermath for this storm, keep them in your prayers, you know, and you know we're gonna try to see these people through this and wish for the best. You got a lot of lives that's been lost from this storm, and you know they got people that they still haven't found yet. You know, and you got people out there working mad hard trying to help find these missing people, these missing persons rather, and hopefully the outcome will be greater than expected. Want to talk about today? I want to talk about something special, which is, you know, we all follow this. We all been following the YSL case. Everybody's been putting in their narratives on, you know, how things should be done with, how things have gone, you know, this, that, and third. But I want to speak on these damn shenanigans that's still going on. You know, Adrian Love has been bust out again for having the files of Detective Gaynor, Detective Sergeant retired Gaynor, so to speak. You know, and you know, I'm so proud of her, to the fact that, well, we can really bank on her giving us something. We can bank on Adrian Love giving us something. If you let her talk long enough, she gonna fuck up. She gonna mess up, and she does it with the thought process that she's actually doing something. You know, and what gets me is, well, I'm not gonna say what gets me. What she makes me proud of her at, that she's not a letdown on giving something up, is when I see her trying to dress it up. The way she tries to dress up her mess ups is just hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me. you know, and she actually thinks that she's really dressing it up. She really acts and has the mentality that she is really clarifying her lies. Now, you know, personally, whoever the guy is that she's married to or in a relationship with, you know, however it might be, you know, I know sometimes he glorifies seeing her kick herself in the ass, you know, because she does it well. She does it well, you know, and Hilton. I know Hilton's so glad she's not sitting at that desk with her right now. She don't know what to do. But what's the white investigator? What's the white prosecutor name? The white guy. But anyway,
I know his face.
The guy that sits at the table with her, man, it was nothing more hilarious to me than for when the judge told her to put that file back together like it was, and then hand it to her, and then continue to answer the question that she was so diligently trying to answer. She couldn't find not one word to put together to answer that damn question. But did anybody pay attention to her putting that file together? And she told the white prosecutor, the guy that sits there with her, she said, "Hold this." And he looked at her like, "You really think I'm gonna put my hands on that shit?" You know what I'm saying? You know, and it was, I'm telling you, man, it couldn't have been no more hilarious than that. And she just, you know, in her actions, man, her body language is so pitiful to where she looks like a 6-year-old child trying to explain why they drank the last part of the milk and put the carton back in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Right, yeah. And it's a shame. It's a shame, man. You know, and everybody's, you know, I'm looking at other podcasters speak on, you know, the judge should have been did this and the judge should have been did that. You know, my theory is I think the judge is at a point. I think Judge Whitaker is at a point to where she has made up in her mind that I'm gonna let her destroy herself. That's really what I'm getting from, you know, this, you know, the judge not pulling the trigger right now. I think she's trying to give her all the rope to hang herself. So when she do pull the trigger, you know, we all know that love is argumentative. So the judge is I think the judge is trying to put her in a situation to where if she does pull the trigger, it's not gonna be no explanation she can give her. Because, you know, we gotta just, you know, it's truth. It's so many mistrial motions that's been in on behalf of these people it's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's pathetic that these attorneys has to keep stressing a mistrial motion every time, and you know, she does something above the law. She really thinks she's above the law, man. And somebody got to pull the trigger because she's going too far with it. She's too comfortable with knowing that there's no way that this is going to be considered anywhere near being acknowledged as a mistrial. So she's taking advantage of it. She's really taking advantage of it. She's doing her most diligently job of taking advantage of knowing that this would not be considered, it's not going to be a mistrial call. She knows this. You know what I'm saying? And the only way she's going to be made to be the liar that she is and the manipulator that she tries to be, because she's not a good manipulator. Good manipulators don't turn around and tell on them damn selves in the end. But she is going to do her most to try to make herself relevant and make anything that she says truthful. If you all are sitting at home and sitting at work and sitting in your cars and just looking at your phone all day or majority of the day, and y'all paying attention to this trial every day, love leads the race in questioning. This woman questioning takes so damn long because she is so manipulative and her mind is so discombobulated with trying to be right. Ridiculous. To where she asks the same questions over and over and over and over again, just in different formats. That's all the way down to her showing evidence. When she showed them little weak ass pictures, that supposed to mean so much, which, I haven't figured out what the pictures can mean yet. They say pictures are worth 1,000 words. Love getting her 1,000 out of them. And she adding some to it. She adding a lot to it, man. And I guarantee you, if you ask her to explain anything on those pictures that she trying to make somebody think is a gang sign or a hand signal to, show that to try to make it a gang sign or whatever, she gonna try it. She gonna try it. She gonna try to make that picture look just like that. She comes in the courtroom dressed every day in different colors, different arrays or whatever. Sometimes her and Hilton look like they call each other and say, "What you wearing tomorrow?" And we're gonna try to match it up or whatever. And they come in and they looking like goddamn the Doberman twins or some shit. So, now, saying that to say, you talk about the distinguishing, if people are gang members, what do you look for? The tattoo, the clothing, the, hand signals and this, that, and third. So what gang are her and Hilton part of? We know they probably sorority sisters, no doubt. Somewhere down the line, but they send hand signals. Everybody done witnessed them doing hand signals or doing little gestures. Even the attorneys done start speaking on these gestures that they make. Whether they're sarcastic gestures or emotional gestures or body gestures or whatever. They make gestures. So we need to say that they are a gang, which they are. They are a district attorney office gang.
How they do everybody else.
They are the Fulton County District Attorney gang. Right. And it's obvious. It's obvious. They wear distinguishing clothing. Mm-hmm. They have attire that they have to put on their clothing. They have things that they have to put on their clothing as identifiers, as they say. You can walk in the Fulton County Courthouse and tell who works in the DA office. They got a pen on or something, some type of apparel or some type of clothing or whatever to let you know that they are in the district attorney office. You know, even the ones that they try to sham that have been on plain clothes trying to make you think that they are not.
Exactly.
Yeah, we see y'all too. We know y'all too. You know what I'm saying? So now we had the incident to where you know, like I say, she gonna give you one. She gonna give you one every time, man. You know, she got so deep into her questioning with Sergeant Gaither, retired Detective Gaither, whatever she want to be called. And she started asking the lady about the things that was in her folder, in her files. And not only did she go that deep, she went as deep as to pick the paperwork up out the file. And started asking her, is this yours? Do this look like something that, hey man, she gonna get it up every time. Every time. But as you all can see, these files were subpoenaed in July and November, I think she said, of 2022. July and September of 2022. Here we are about to be in 2025, and now you done brought it out. When you have said for a whole year plus that you all didn't have it. You all couldn't get it.
Right.
You all couldn't get it. No, we're not going to let your ass off with, we can't get the original. You damn right you can't get the original. But you got the copies of the originals. Mm-hmm. You got the copies. The copies is the file. You know what? Why should we have to be discussing that? Even though they are copies, they are still her file.
You have the files.
They still the file. So is the original or not? Gaither said herself on the witness stand that we do not give them the original copies. If they call and ask for paperwork on a case or this, that, and the other, that they're going to be the ones to prosecute for this, that, and the fourth, I give them copies. We make copies and give them copies. Why do we have to keep on discussing that shit for 3 hours?
Delay.
Like I said on the show the other day, these are her stall tactics. Mm-hmm. These are stall tactics. We need to see some more witnesses. You know, let's ask the judge to put the demand in that since Love has the audacity to tell the defense attorneys when they are questioning the witnesses that are their witnesses, ask an answer. I object, ask an answer. What the fuck you mean? You asked them the same shit 20 times over. This is the defense attorneys. They haven't asked a question yet. So how you gonna say, how can that be ask and answer? It was ask and answer when your ass was doing it. These defense attorneys got the right. I would hope that they have the right to ask the same questions.
Then start doing her like she do them.
Hey man, let me tell you something. Sure. I would object so much the judge to give me a contempt for that shit. Because everything she says, I will object to it.
That's why I think they need a female to do her just like she
you
do
know
them.
What I'm saying?
Object every time she say something. Object.
You know, so she really goes to the depth. But why not? Like I said, why not? If it's gonna be allowed.
Right. Because she do it. They allow
why
her
not?
to do it.
Why not? But I'm glad Judge Whitaker has made her understand that she do acknowledge the fact that she is really doing a lot of underhanded shit. When it come down to these questionings, when it come down to, talking about certain things about these young men, on this case, and what I have been stuck on for the last 2 weeks is all of this discussion for the last 2 weeks has been, don't have nothing to do with the case. Don't have nothing to do with the case. We started out 2 weeks ago with her doing an impeachment on the witness. How in the hell is it becoming part of this case? To where we got to be on it for 2 weeks. If you going to impeach them, impeach them. What's to talk about? If you can show relevancy of that these men are changing their stories or this, that, and the third, which that's something else we gotta get an understanding on. How can you say when a person is lying when you don't know the truth in the beginning? You know what you have been told. You know what type of shit been said to you on a I want to get out of jail base. But nothing that you all have, nothing that these guys have said to them, have they showed 1 inch of proof on. Not one. So why we keep going back to that? Why are we talking about something that happened at a gas station that don't have nothing to do with this trial? Why are we talking about crimes that's been committed that doesn't have anything to do with this trial? We got to make it make sense. So what? A person who y'all consider a YSL gang member was involved in a crime. YSL wasn't. The YSL so-called gang, as y'all say, wasn't in it. These are individual crimes that individual people have been attached to. Not gang members. You know, we got to stop throwing shit at the wall hoping they stick.
Right.
If it not stick, it's not going to stick.
And meanwhile, people sitting in jail
But
until
you-
they try to make something stick.
You
That's
know,
crazy.
these kids are fighting for their lives, man. And these people are taking it, are handling it like it's a damn joke.
Right.
We got to say something. We got to make a stand. Well, we need help to make a stand. I'm going to make a stand. I'm going to make a stand for these guys. Point blank, period, by any means necessary.
Period.
You know, it's because they need the outside now. They need the outside. They need the people of the community. They need the citizens of Atlanta
It's time to turn up.
to stand up and make these people do what they have to do or leave it alone. Mm-hmm. Or leave it alone. They just put in another law.
Enough is enough.
For guns, for felonies to be able to tote guns if they don't have a second or third or fourth amendment on their record. Are you fucking serious?
Wow.
Are you serious? But we trying to fight gun law. We trying to fight as they say, the gun crimes. But we're going to keep putting in laws for everybody to tote guns by any means necessary. Make that shit make sense. Make it make sense. You know, who are these laws being put in for right now? For and it's for us. It's for us because they know that we're going to put our hands on these regular ass guns, go out in the street. You know, everybody got big balls when they get toting a gun.
Yep.
So they know these dumb niggas gonna get out here and be in the street like gangsters. But as we can see, a lot of these gangsters we thought were gangsters weren't gangsters. A lot of these people that we thought or portrayed them to be gangsters ain't really gangsters. They hide now. A lot of these so-called gangsters are in hiding right now. Scared to speak in their own city. Make it make sense. Scared to speak in their own city. Some of these guys have moved away from their city out of fear. Fear for what? It ain't like you're doing shit. So what you in fear for? You ain't involved in nothing. What you in fear for? What you being quiet for? These people are trying to prosecute you clowns for what you saying in songs that you're being paid to do. And y'all shut your damn mouths, y'all go silent.
Because what you don't know
Why?
is if this case proceeds and if they're successful, they coming after all the rappers.
All of you.
All of you.
And some of y'all have experienced that recently. We ain't gonna call no names, but you have. Yeah, we know.
So sit there and act like.
We know. We know
like
some of y'all done been in interrogation.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
We know. We ain't said nothing, but we know.
So, hey man, I told y'all last week before last, they have indictments, supposedly 12 indictments that they're going to activate on y'all clowns in Atlanta. You better get your ass somewhere and sit down and get ready. You better start getting yourself prepared because you don't know who it's going to be next.
And rap is the only genre of music that this is happening to.
So this morning, I woke up to the news. I'd be damned if we ain't dealing with another sexual encounter. Young lady that went at Garth Brooks, the country singer, on some sexual harassment charges or whatever the case might be. Hey, man, when is it going to stop, man? When are you all going to figure it out? And it's sickening. It's sickening to me, and no disrespect to the ladies, to the women. It's sickening to me to see that a woman can be allowed to go to sleep for 30 years and then all of a sudden wake up and say, I'm finna go file some charges on this man and say he date raped me or he did something out of the ordinary to me doing a intercourse. But you volunteered to do it. You volunteered to play that game. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. Cause I will make you tell everything we did. And I will also make you tell them that you did receive compensation of some sort. Something took place for you. You consented. You can't consent and then say somebody did something wrong. That's not fair, man. That's not fair. All because somebody told you can get some money out of the deal. That's not fair. You know these guys gonna pay y'all. Y'all know these guys gonna pay. Cause they don't want their names out there. P. Diddy, hey man, P. Diddy been having mad parties for years. For years. Now, is this some personal shit that he going through? Is this some shit to where, somebody sit back and say, okay, we got to take P. Diddy down, so we got to go find some people and make them say something. Or persuade them to say something against this man. Now you got all type of things coming out the woodwork on it. But when nobody complaining when they was at that goddamn party, when nobody feeling some kind of way when he got your ass out in the Pacific or the Atlantic on a damn yacht, having a party for 2 or 3 or 4 days. It ain't like somebody put a gun to your head and said you better be at this party or you better be at these bar mitzvahs. Ain't nobody making you go. Didn't nobody force you to do it. You know, that's what happens, people, when you're trying to follow and get clout. That's what happens when you're chasing clout. These are the things that be done when you're trying to put yourself in the places where these people be at to make yourself feel relevant. P. Diddy haven't had no charges. R. Kelly haven't had no charges. Bill Cosby hadn't had no charges to where somebody said, I got kidnapped. If you go to a man's house and he open the door and let you in, that's voluntary. That means you volunteered to go there. You know, we seeing all this bull crap come at these black successful men, and everybody sitting back, just letting it happen, man, just looking at it, just embracing it. What about these men who they doing it to? What about that? What about these cats who don't have no money, no status, that have wild parties and anything go in those parties, but you don't hear about it. You don't hear about it. You don't hear no attorneys or nobody trying to persuade the women who go to these parties to try to do nothing to the old guys who have them. You know why? Because they don't have the money like that. These guys who have those type of parties, you know, right up under your nose, no, they're not rich. They're not people of importance. What make them better than us? What make them better than us, man? You know, we got to start fighting and standing up for all this bull crap they doing to our people. That's unheard of, man. That's unheard of. I'm quite sure right now, if anybody of status right now send a post out and say, I'm going to be in Atlanta, or I'm going to be in LA, or I'm going to be in New York, or Miami, or wherever, and I'm having a party on this day, some of y'all won't pay y'all damn bills, but you'll be at that damn party. You'll be at that party. I'm talking about dressed to impress. You'll be at it. So who's to blame for that? Ain't nobody making you come. Ain't nobody forcing y'all to go. If a 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old child, parent, walk them into an airport, no, we just gonna make it make sense. With a plane ticket, or to get their plane ticket, to put them on a flight, to go to another city, to be in the company of a entertainer of any sort, a pro ball player of any sort, anybody of any status, of any sort, and allow their child to go to that person's house, man, and that child has been gone for 2 days without calling, or you can't get in touch with your child for 2 days. If you can't get in touch with your child for 24 hours, your ass supposed to be already making a move. But how can you go 2 years? How can you go 3 years, 4 years, 5 years without hearing from your child just because of who you sent them with? Really?
Definitely should be accountability for the parents.
You know, let's hold these parents accountable for that. Because your child can't get on a plane unauthorized. They can't get on that plane unauthorized. Somebody had to receive them. But why would you send your child to a grown person's house of status anyway? I don't give a damn if they were trying to give him a $10 million contract. You should have been there with them. They should have had 2 flights, or 3 or 4 or 5. It should have been you, your child, and whoever else going to where your child was supposed to go. The child is a minor. On top of that, you're their parent. You letting your child go with an adult.
For fame.
For fame? Really? But you talking about people's lives, man. These men got lives. Bill Cosby went through something, man, that, was just ridiculous. Women coming out to works from 30, 40 years ago. Are you serious? That's what happens. But we had a pimp. We had a legalized pimp in the United States that lived in a house up until the day he passed. God rest his soul. And he was a legalized pimp. And ain't nobody said a word. Gave him all the praise in the world. Hell, he even got a stone. He got a stone on the Walk of Fame. And every woman in his house dressed up as a bunny. And his name was Playboy. Really? Really? Up until the day he died, he was a legalized pimp. Let's make this shit make sense. Yeah. And he had young women from 16 to 116. Why we can't make that make sense? The pot can't talk about the kettle now. They burning on the same fire. So what we doing now is you got to go get legal. You got to go get paperwork to say that you are a pimp, and then you can start flying women in to come to your parties and come visit you and this, that, and the third, and so forth and so on. That's what it got to be. That's what it got to be. These are the things we need to address. Let's address all of this type of shit. Let's talk about that. It go on in every city. In some countries, It's legal. So if you fly a woman in from another country, she don't think she doing nothing wrong. You know, but on paper, y'all are pen pals. You know, there's a pen pal. Y'all been sending each other letters for years. That's legal. That's legal. It's legal to be a pen pal, and then your pen pal get old enough or become, become of status to be able to buy a plane ticket and fly to the United States to see their pen pal. Some pen pals done married their pen pals. What make them different? They flew them in. What makes them different? You know, let's make this shit make sense. Every time a black man is accused of any wrongdoing, it's always a different law that they put before that black man to make what they are accusing him of to be the gospel. I done said this 100 times. We are the only race. We are the only race that has a law that doesn't exist for nobody but us. Nobody but us. Everybody else has a foolproof alibi. Any other nationality has a foolproof alibi for any and everything that they do. They can say insanity. They can say I was abused. They can say a whole bunch of dumb shit. And everybody will stand on it. They'll be took before doctors. They'll be took before psychiatrists, the whole 9 yards, man, to prove that they're incompetent. To give you an example. Look at the Menendez brothers now. They've been locked up 30-something years. You see their ass they up for an appeal or a retrial. Ain't that some shit? And they got a movie showing they killed their mom and daddy in cold blood. A movie. But their first argument 30-some odd years ago was we was being abused by our father. Why y'all didn't pay that shit some attention then? You gonna wait 30-some years later to pay it some attention? Let's make this shit make sense. They just executed a black man not too long ago. That went to his death, pleading his innocence. He went to his death pleading his innocence. They just executed him. They done executed a lot of black men who went to their death pleading their innocence. Let's make it make sense, man. The Menendez brothers got life with no parole. Black men get the death penalty. Black men get life with no parole, with 69,000 years on top of it, plus 100 more years on probation or parole if they make it. You know, hey, man, he ain't never going to have a chance. He's never going to have a chance, man, because his law is different. Our law, the laws that they put on us as blacks are totally different from everybody else's.
Facts.
Our cases are treated different from everybody else's.
Facts. And our veterans are
Our
treated
veterans are being treated different than anybody else.
Facts.
You know, we got, me myself, I feel like the reward for a veteran should be unlimited. Everything for a veteran should be free to me. That's me. That's how I think. If a person goes into the military and has to go to war and fight for this country and be able to make it back to his country from war, everything he do in life should be free. They should come back home to a house, a car, benefits, the whole 9 yards. Because they survived, man. They survived fighting for their country. I was in court one day, long time ago, long time ago. And I was in a city called Forest Park. I was sitting in the courtroom, and the prosecutor came in, and he had a speech that he said before every court service. In his speech, he said, "If when we come in, when we call your name, everybody that pleading guilty, you're going to stand over here. Everybody that pleads not guilty, you'll stand over there. Everybody that plead no low, you'll stand right here. But when you pay your fine, we're going to see if you want to pay it now, or do you need some time to pay it, or whatever the case might be." And I sat there. Well, he said when you get your fine, we're gonna ask you if you want to go to if you have ready to pay it now, or do you need some time to pay it. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at him like, did anybody hear what the hell he just said other than me? What is the option? Listen to what he said now. He said, if you pleading not guilty, you stand over here. If you pleading guilty, you stand right here. If you pleading no low, you stand here. You'll be put in this line. But when you get your fine, we're going to ask you, if you want to pay it now, or do you need some time to pay it? So when the judge get ready to take the bench, we're going to have everybody, to rise for the bench, for the judge to take the bench, and then we'll start trial. What in the hell is the option? Whether you plead not guilty, guilty, or no low, you still gonna pay a fine. So what option do you have, man? I'm saying, like, really?
It's a money system. We know that.
That lets you know that people make their own laws in their cities.
Absolutely. Yes.
That's a known fact. But now, what got my goat was they brought a young man in, sat him down. He said he was not guilty of his charges. He was a veteran. He was a veteran. His story was, And I got a contempt of court for this. His story was, Your Honor, this ticket has been dealt with 2 years ago. This was his story. He said, when I got the ticket, about 2 weeks later, he had to go to Desert Storm. 2 weeks later. He said, when I signed in, I told my captain on my detail that I had a court date, this, that, and the third. The United States took care. He said they gave me the paperwork, this, that, and the third. They sent me the paperwork from, the court system, this, that, and the fourth. He said, when I came home last week, he said, I went to the rental car place at the airport and picked up my rental car. On the way home, I got pulled over by the police officer, by Forest Park Police. He said the police ran my name. They came, told me I had a warrant for my arrest, took me out the car, arrested me, impounded the car, the whole 9 yards. And then I found out it was because of this ticket.
Wow.
I was sitting there and I was like, ain't that some shit? That's wild, man. That's wild. Out of everything this young man said, not only did he say what happened, he had his paperwork. He said, Your Honor, the judge said, well, when did you come back? He said, I came back 2 weeks ago. The night I came back is the night that they stopped me. I had just left the airport and was almost at home when I got pulled over. He said, but I got the paperwork to show that the ticket was taken care of. And he showed it to him. They told that man, the judge looked at the paperwork, gave it back to the solicitor. The solicitor said, well, you're going to have to pay the court fee, which is $44.
Wow.
You're going to have to pay the ticket, which is $100 and something dollars. And all together, it added up to like $260, $70.
Wow.
I said, that's a damn shame. The court clerk said, who said that? I said, me. You know what I'm saying? I said that. He said, what did you say? I said, that's a damn shame. The judge said, who are you, sir? I said, I'm Mr. William, this, that, and the third. He said, are you with him? I said, no. I said, but that's a shame. The judge said, he said, do you want me to hold you in contempt? I said, man, you can hold me in whatever. As a matter of fact, I'll pay his ticket. Because if he done went to the war, this man said it was his third tour. And he made it back home. I said, this is a veteran, man. This man said he been to 3 tours and made it back home. They should have let him go. They should have gave him an escort home.
Exactly.
He deserved an escort home, man. When the police seen he was military and a veteran, he should have escorted him home. He shouldn't have to pay nothing. The judge said, well, I'm going to hold you in contempt. When they took me out the courtroom, I was still talking.
Period.
Why not? You done locked me up any damn way. You know what I'm saying? So what more can you do?
Nothing but the truth.
What more can you do? So I ain't just got like this. I've been like this.
Period.
But the moral of the story is how the system can easily use things to their advantage, man, and we don't have no say-so.
It's a misabuse of their power.
We don't have no say-so, man. These people can tell us anything in the courthouse. The police officer can tell you anything. Everything is at their damn discretion. But what about right? What about right, man? What about having the right? What about the rights of the people? You know, we make money too powerful in situations. But yet and still, these same people will pull strings for their people, will make things happen on their behalf. The whole, it's home field advantage is good. Home field advantage, it's good to have home field advantage sometimes. But at a certain time, man, you have to give somebody else home field advantage too. It's not cool. It's not cool. We got a lot of, and let's not get it twisted. It ain't just here. It's in all cities. It's in all cities. That young man that was beaten by those police officers. These police officers were found guilty. They have federal and state charges. They were found guilty by the feds. All right. Now they got to go face the state charges, which is where they'll be charged with his murder. Some of them will be charged with his murder. Some of them. Some of them have, gave a deal. Hey, man, you got a video showing all of these officers beating this damn man like he wasn't nothing. Like he wasn't nothing. You got police officers who have shot people down like they were nothing and gotten away with it. Ain't gotten away with it. Some of them be found innocent on some shit, man, that when they tell you why they found them, why they feel like they had probable cause to do what they wanted to do to somebody. And you sitting there looking at them say this shit on TV like it's just cool. Because he looked like he was reaching for a gun. What the fuck? He looked like he was reaching for a gun? He looked like that. Hey, man, when you walk past the police, hold your damn head down and walk into that wall.
Right.
Because you look up, he's up to shoot your ass.
Exactly.
It can't be that easy. You can't make it that easy, man. But now we done put another law in, gun law in, that allows people to tote damn guns some more. We as a black community better wake our asses up. We better wake up and we better understand that if we don't start coming together, just like certain goddamn animals and mammals be extinct, our ass gonna be extinct in a minute. We better stop playing these bullshitting games with each other, with our lives. And we better come together. We better make a stand, man, before it's too late. We need to be making a stand right now. And we need to be making this stand with Courtney Kramer as the Fulton County District Attorney.
That's right. We need Courtney.
Courtney Kramer is a damn good candidate for the Fulton County District Attorney office right now. I really think she can make a difference. And I'm not just saying that.
Right.
Because of what I have heard she have said. I met her before then. I met her before she said that. She didn't even know who I was until I introduced myself to her. So, but the things that she spoke on and that she says she's standing for, and you know, she haven't just said it. I have seen her show some of it. I have seen her actually acting on some of it, whether she becomes the district attorney or not. She has already started activating.
Especially people in music, people that care about lyrics and expression of lyrics in music. You definitely need to look into Courtney Kramer.
So all you guys out here, all you rappers, singers, musicians, period,
artists,
artists of any fashion, you all need to campaign with Courtney Kramer.
Fulton County needs Courtney Kramer.
Fulton County District Attorney, because they need her. They need her. She understands the struggle. She understands that people are human, most of all. I seen this lady get teary-eyed while we were having a conversation. That showed me that she has a lot of gratitude for people. That means a lot. That means a lot. And we weren't talking about neither one of us. We were talking about something totally different. That showed me then that this is a lady who cares most of anything. So we need to give her a shot.
Right.
Because we see what the other woman doing. She's shitting on us.
She done prosecuted school teachers, rappers.
She's shitting on this city.
Everybody.
And like I said, I can never say it enough, man. Right is right. Right is right, man. You got police officers now, who are out here just running amok. You got police officers out here doing things to business owners, just cause. Just to try to sham something. That ain't cool. That ain't how it go. That's not how it go, man. But if we don't stand firm, they gonna continue to do it. They gonna continue to do it. So we gotta stand firm. We gotta put people, and I said this last week, we gotta put people in office, and we gotta do our homework on them. We got to do our homework on them. We got to do our homework and start investigating the people who are trying to lead us. If we're going to have them in the political position to represent us, let's make sure that they're going to do their job. Let's put their ass behind the 8 ball and see how they roll. Let's do that. Let's do that. Courtney Kramer. Let's do that. So we got to stand up, people. My black brothers and sisters, we got to stand up. We got to stand up for our people. Everybody else stand up for theirs, why we can't stand up for ours? Instead of us taking guns and trying to solve an issue, let's hold hands and solve the issue. Let's stand firm with each other and solve the issue. Let's try to solve some of these issues non-violently. Let's do that. Everybody say they believe in the Dr. King dream and this, that, and the third. Let's see. Let's see. Let's join hands in unity. Let's see how that worked one time. Instead of disgracing each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, our kids and grandkids are out here, and they're just out here. They don't have a clue, man. They don't have a clue as to how fast their life can change within a blink of an eye. So let's make a let's come together with unity. Let's have a meeting. Let's have a meeting and bring everybody together. Okay? I tell you what, I'm finna put another trial to my people of the city of Atlanta. Let's get together on all sides of Atlanta. Come up with a place to where we all could meet at. And let's have a fun day with each other. Let's bring all our community, because see, once upon a time, we could do that. Once upon a time, we was able to do that. The only way we do it now is at a funeral or at a reunion. We still have our hood reunions. So we need to have a big hood reunion. We need to have a Atlanta hood reunion. Not a damn what that shit is we had. Not a Freaknik. Let's have an Atlanta reunion. Let's bring all of our communities back together like we once was. And let's celebrate each other. Let's celebrate each other. And I dare everybody not to show up with a weapon. Let's see can we show up, let's see can we meet each other on neutral grounds with no weapons whatsoever and just have us a big party, man. Just welcoming each other and loving each other. Let's try that one time. Let's try that one time. I want somebody other than us to make a suggestion on where that place can be at, where that meeting place can be. I want everybody to start sending in their comments on where this place, this gathering place can be. And let's do it. Let's see can we get our so-called mayor of Atlanta to give us authorization to have that event. And where I want to have it at is at the amphitheater. Let's have it at the amphitheater. Or let's have it at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We can meet out there on Sundays for goddamn pregame and tailgate all day. Let us meet out there and just enjoy each other. No strings attached. No strings attached. Let's see can we pull that off. That's my challenge. Let's challenge our city. Since these politicians say that they are so down with us becoming a community again, and they want to stand up with us as far as bringing everybody together in unity, let's put them through the test. Let's make the mayor and the governor and everybody and all their predecessors say, okay, let's make this event happen. And they find the damn spot.
When they say I'm not from Atlanta, but I'll pull up.
Let's let them pick the spot. Let's let our politicians pick the spot. And they can call it what they can get all the credit. They can get all the credit. Because it ain't about the credit. It's about us becoming a community, in Atlanta community again. Let's do that. Let's make our politicians uphold that and make it happen. So, we want to, since everybody like to play on their phones and this, that, and the other, let's get in the Twitter of the mayor or the governor. Let's get in their Instagrams. Let's get in their damn Facebooks, and let's get in anything that they have. Let's send it to the news, the whole 9 yards, and ask them to participate in a community unity party, unity gathering, not a party. It's a gathering. Let's bring all the communities of Atlanta together. And you can bring your own little grills, everything. You can bring all your own things. You can bring your own grill. You can set up whatever. And we're gonna do it. Let's do it in an area to where the police can just surround the perimeter and everybody's on the inside. No guns. No guns. If you bring a gun and you get caught with a gun, lock their ass up. Lock their ass up. Because this is a unity in the community gathering. Ain't no ops, as y'all call it. We family. Let's bring the family back in the city of Atlanta. How about that? Because everybody's somebody's child. Everybody is somebody. Everybody has meaning in life. Let's see, can we make that happen? Our politicians. It's election time. Let's make their ass earn this election. It's election time. Let's put their ass through the test and see how bad they want to be our politicians. See how bad they want to represent us. Let's do it to the city councilmen, the whole 9 yards, man. Let's make everybody responsible. Like they saying they want to bring everything back together in this city. Let's put their ass through the test. Let's put them through the test. Let's see, do they want to stand on business, Mr. King? Let's make them stand on their business, King. Let's do that. Then we'll know how much they give a damn.
Right.
Then we'll know. Then we will know. We got Piedmont Park out there. We got places that can happen at.
Yeah, just put that in the chat.
We got places that can happen at. But I want everybody to send in a place where they think we can host that event at. And then let's ask our politicians that represents us, that care so much about us, to stand on it and make it happen. And make it happen. And this is one of the things that Miss Kramer spoke on, trying to get the city back together.
Yep.
You know, I don't know if she read my mind or what, but you know, this is one of the things that she said.
Right. And she was sincere. She wasn't just, and you can feel her spirit. She wasn't just saying that she wants to do these things just to be elected. You can feel that she was really sincere about making change and wanting to make change on the things that she's running on, not just to bullshit the people to get a platform, you know.
So let's give her a shot. Vote Courtney Kramer, Fulton County District Attorney.
Yeah, we need to pass the word
And
the
she'll make a
AUC,
change.
all the following neighborhoods. We need to get the word out to people because a lot of people only know of one person that's running for DA in Fulton County and City of Atlanta because it just hadn't been advertised that much. But you know, people need to know there is opposition now, and there's another person that is running for DA in the City of Atlanta.
And her name is Courtney Kramer. And believe it or not, she's a Republican. Ain't that something? She's a Republican speaking up for us. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I don't care for either way. You know, because I have always considered I would vote not to count any damn way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being real. You know, but Courtney Kramer, best candidate for the job. Best candidate for the job. And like I say, she understands the struggle. She speaks on the struggle. You know, even from the lifestyle that she came from, the way she speaks, you can tell that she had a lot of dealings with people who were in a struggle. And some of the people that she had at her campaign party, you can tell.
Right.
You can tell. You know, and that was real enlightening to me. That was real enlightening to me. You know, and it's crazy because, you know, we go around with chips on our shoulders at times on how the white people think and how the white people act toward us and this, that, and the third. But let me tell y'all something, man. That's the first gathering that I have been in my whole entire life to where even when it was said that I was in the building, these people, you know, came to me with open arms, man, and I couldn't believe it. They came to me with open arms, man, hugged me, shaking my hand, telling me, you know, they praying for me, you know, and I'm standing here looking at, like, out of damn near 200 people, I see 5 blacks in here. And these people, once I was acknowledged to be there and was acknowledged on who I was, these people came to me, man, as if they felt sorry for me. Some of them even told me, man, we hate what you going through. We don't know what we'll do if we were dealing with something like this. I'm listening to people of another nationality say this to me. I'm talking about multiple people.
Yes.
Damn near everybody in that room made their way to me, man, before we left that building.
So true.
Saying things, talking to me. Let me tell you something. When I left that building that night, my mindset was totally different. totally different because, you know, I have been feeling for the last 28 months like nobody gives a fuck about what's going on with these kids. And to hear people saying the things that they were going to do to support this, to support what we're going through, that blew my mind, man. That blew me away. And I mean, I'm not saying that they just blow smoke up my ass. They were really sincere with it to where they were getting my number, giving me numbers, giving me cards to call them anytime I need them for this, that, and the third. Hey, man, I can't even get my own damn people to stand up like that.
It was definitely sincere.
If I can get my people to stand up like that, we'll stop this. We'll stop this charade in a week. Let's act, you know, you don't always have to get killed or shot physically to stand up for something or to acknowledge when a person being done wrong. Right. These guys are being done wrong right in our faces.
And the Bible tell you, your family is who do the will of God. It ain't got to be blood.
And nobody is saying is standing up for it.
Right.
Nobody standing up for this wrong. This is a wrongdoing that's not just being done by the police. It's being done by law enforcement, period, in a whole
system. A whole county.
And we walking around with our goddamn heads down. Really? We walking around, we got people scared to talk about what's going on. And they have status. We got artists that's from the city of Atlanta that has tucked their damn tails and went silent. When you should be making all kind of noise. It shouldn't take a noise. It shouldn't take French Montana. It shouldn't take Fat Joe. It shouldn't take DJ Khaled. It shouldn't take none of these guys that's not even from this damn city to speak for you goddamn boys, man.
Fargiano, all of them.
When y'all can be, why should they speak on y'all ass when you from here and won't speak up for your damn selves?
So everybody from Atlanta scared, right? It's crazy.
Are you serious? Mr. Meek Mills offered to pay for anything we needed to do on a protest.
Right. He did.
But the guys right here in the city, I can't even get them to have a conversation. So why should I allow him to do that? Why should I allow these guys from other places to stand up for us in our damn city, and this our city? This is where we from. These guys are willing to come here and stand with us. Are you serious? Are we really that weak? Are we really that weak to our system? Remember, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got to going. They got 12 more indictments that they gonna try to activate.
Right. Then y'all want to be protesting then.
You got 30 days, you got less than 30 days before it's November. Y'all better do something.
She already trying to do everything to stay
Y'all better do something. You better do something, man. So, you know, we're gonna continue to support Courtney Kramer. And hopefully we can get some of you guys who have this status to, you know, reach out speak on it, or just it can be something as simple as just saying, "Hey man, vote for her." Put on your page. Put something on your page gonna mean something.
Right. Come to an event.
Do that.
Make
You
a
know what I'm
story
saying?
about it.
You ain't gotta talk.
Right.
Just put it out there. Yeah. Just put it out there. Have your managers to do their job for a change and look her up.
Reach out.
And call and reach out to her.
Hit me up. Absolute Justice Now Instagram. Hey, I'll tell you what to repost.
There you go. Say it. Tell them what to call.
At Absolute Justice Now on Instagram. You want to know what to repost? Hey, I'll get with Courtney. We'll tell you what to repost.
At Absolute
Justice Now.
At Absolute Justice Now. Everybody go on it and do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do. We gotta get these people out of office that's fucking our office up. That's taking things to another level and it's not right. If you're gonna take it to another level, at least be right. At least be right. Don't take it to another level wrong. It's wrong enough. It's wrong enough. You got a whole different agency talking about taking over the Fulton County Jail. Do y'all really want that? Do y'all really want that? Or do y'all want to put a sheriff in now that's going to do what the fuck got to be done? Instead of just spending all damn money on cars and clothes and tricks. And lining his own pocket up. Let's be for real. How long are we going to take this, my people of Atlanta? When are my slimes going to stand up?
Stand up. Let's do it. Because we ain't talking, but we speaking nothing
but the truth. We got to stand up, slimes. This slack business. This slack business. We gotta stand up. We gotta play cornerback and intercept this ball that's being thrown down the field on us at will. We gotta put that front stop up, and we gotta play defense. We got to play defense. We got to put the offense in position to win the game. Let's stop sitting back being quiet and let's let these people know we got a voice. All you guys that out there that's artists, I'm asking you to do it for yourselves.
Because they coming anyway.
Do it for yourselves, man.
They coming anyway.
Do it for yourselves. Do it for your children. Right. Do it for your loved ones that this can happen to.
Exactly.
Or that this can easily be your ass.
Exactly.
I have always told my kids, why have 20 people around you and ain't nobody working but you? Why? Give everybody something to do. Give everybody something to do. I wouldn't give a damn if it's sweeping the floor every day. Give them something to do. Mm-hmm. Don't just let everybody be there lunching on you. And I be damned if our Fulton County government ain't doing the same shit. Lunching on my son's name. The city of Atlanta, Fulton County, is lunching on my son's name. This shenanigan ass case, this bogus case, is not doing anything but paying for shit that they want to do. And paying for a lot of shit that they got to cover up. That's why it can't stop. That's why they got to try to take it far as they can. and they got a good driver. Love is a good driver because she can stall the shit out of something.
Yeah. But it's gonna backfire.
She got a stall tactic that's unbeatable, man. This woman can question somebody for 8 hours. But I bet you she don't talk for 2 minutes at home. Because don't nobody want to hear that shit. So she get all her frustration out in the courtroom. You can tell that. Hell, when she go home, she probably too damn tired to talk. She done talked all goddamn day. Ain't no, she talks all day, but don't never say a damn thing. All day, man. It's crazy. If I'm like the judge. I'm like Judge Whitaker. Why in the hell do you need to show 200 goddamn pictures, and the only thing this 200 pictures is showing is what you said in the first damn picture? Somebody put their hands on a situation and made it look like a gang sign. Somebody got on a pair of pants or a shirt that's this color, that color. Somebody wrote a sentence on a damn on a Twitter or on a Facebook post or whatever, and they put a red heart and a green snake. You mean to tell me you got to ask that shit for every picture, for every Facebook post? You got 12,000 Facebook posts, and the only thing you said is, well, did they say this? And what's that beside it? Two red hearts and 2 green snakes. What do that mean? You know what the fuck it mean? They emojis. You mean to tell me you gonna ask all of your fake ass, what you as they call them, expert gang members, expert gang detectives and officers, the same shit? And when he doing with his hand on this picture is what? What do that mean? YSL. I still ain't seen the S in that shit.
And then he sneezed on the other picture,
Okay, even if that do mean YSL, what's the harm in it? Y'all know what that mean on it. This is the finger. When you put your middle finger up, that means you saying what? Some people say fuck you. Some people say damn you. Some people say it's all you. Some people put up 2 fingers in the middle and they say fuck you 2 times. Hey man, you can make anything what you want it to be.
Exactly. Just a whole 5-hour debate over some BS.
Did you see Mr. William when he rubbed his finger across his nose? Yeah. It probably because he smelled your stinking ass. He probably wiped his nose. His nose probably was running. He could have wiped his nose.
Your Honor, no, that's a gang sign, Your Honor.
I swiped my nose off. I swiped my nose on pictures, the whole 9 yards. Because I'm YSL. I'm slime. Big Jeff is slime. Because slime means family to us. Slime means family to us. That's why can't nobody tell y'all what slime mean. Because don't nobody know what it mean but us. We the ones did it. I would hate for them to see my children when they put their foreheads together to talk to each other. Yeah, we do that too. We got that type of telepathy with each other. Yeah, we do that. So there's a lot of things that people do that they haven't seen. You know why? Because your ass at work every day. Because your ass is not part of this family. Because your ass is not around us every day. So that's why you don't see it. That's why you got to have somebody that you say took a 40-hour damn class on gangs, and now they're a gang expert after 40 hours. But you got a detective slash sergeant slash retired officer that sits on the witness stand and say, I come from a gang culture. I got family members that's gang members. I got friends that's gang members, this, that, and the other. And then she say, the shit they do ain't what gangs do that I know about. And I'm from where gangs are really at. Really? You know, when a gang member do something and it didn't come from the hierarchy, then how do they get away with that, or how do they this, or how do they that? Shit, she talk more of a gang member than these motherfuckers y'all prosecuting. Because she is a gang member. She come from that type of life. So let's be for real. Let's be for real, man. You know, we got, now, this is what I definitely want to talk about. And then we're going to end the show. I want to put up a clip where they said they didn't hear investigator Gator say horrible. She said that shit for real. She said it for real. And she said it twice. She said it when Sharp was talking, and she said it when Brian Steele was talking. She said, horrible. This dude is horrible. You know, and to confirm it, you can go to, you can pull it up, you can pull the trial up, and you can go to 140. You go to day 140, and you go to, and you stroll it down to who? 623. And you stroll it down to 623. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone right now. All right, we finna play it.
You say retaliatory shootings, which were in effect because of the murder. So, of course, we would go to January the 10th and not just the first date that we've known about the shooting, the retaliatory shootings.
Let me ask you this when we're talking about corroboration.
Yes, sir.
During
you
that
go
interview
to 623,
at 3:36:10,
29,
Investigator Dennis tells Quindarius Zachary,
723:46.
you're doing great. You're doing a great job.
When she makes those
I can't express to you the magnitude of what you're saying. Correct?
Yes.
29.
Okay. And at 3:36:57, during that interview,
623:29. 723,
Investigator Dennis says
46.
these next couple of hours will determine the rest of your life.
You'll hear her
correct?
say,
Yes.
horrible.
And then, of course, Mr. Zachary asks,
You know, it's not the mics.
Can you release
it's not
me on
the
house
other
arrest?
mics in the damn
Right?
room. She's sitting right in front of her damn mic. You think that mic can't pick her ass up?
and during that interview on August 5th, 2015, you told Mr. Zachary, I'm going to get on the phone with the DA ASAP. You have my word. Correct?
Yes.
I have no further questions.
Okay. Are there other defense attorneys who have questions for this witness? All right.
Horrible.
Can you give us just a second?
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Still.
May I?
Yes, thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Winfrey. I'd like to ask you your background, and if I'm getting too far afield, just say it's beyond your knowledge, okay? When you were doing policing and you'd obtain surveillance video images from, let's say, a business or a house, okay? I want you to focus on that. I heard you say today that you did that for the vault.
The type of status that she have, that shows real, that shows that she doesn't have that good of a character. You know what I'm saying? You know, so sometimes we think we can be above the law, and this is a prime example of that. This lets you know that a lot of things that they are doing, they are really discussing it. You know, they having talks on this shit. You know what I'm saying? For her to feel that bold to say that, knowing she's sitting right in front of a microphone and the world is looking at this, she don't give a damn. They don't care. They do not care. So these are the things that I want us to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, we can sit back and we can go through all type of channels, you know, on, you know, trying to have discussions on something that means nothing. These are the things we need to be talking about, people. This is the thing that means something. This means something. That right there alone should have stopped this trial.
Yeah.
That's another reason this trial should have stopped. And then for the attorneys to have to stand up and speak on it. And everybody play dumb. Love the first one. I ain't here. I don't know what they talking. They need to this and they need. Man, shut up, lady. Cause she's saying it and you saying it too, and you doing little dumb shit. You know, so we gotta make these people responsible, man. We gotta hold them accountable. They need to be made to be held accountable. If they can prosecute us, why we can't prosecute them? You know, you can send somebody a subpoena and damn near demand that they come to court and testify, but y'all don't have to do it. The district attorney office don't have to do that. If they get subpoenaed, they can say we not coming to court, and it's because we feel like it's not right. Shit, these people y'all forcing to come to court with a subpoena feel like it's not right because it's not right. People, you do not have to testify because you got a subpoena. You answer the subpoena and you tell them you don't want to testify. And if they try to take you above that, tell them you plead the fifth. And if they go above that, call you an attorney. Call you an attorney. And let your attorney handle it. Which you shouldn't have to do that, but if that's what they want to make you do, do it. Do it. That's why they having this stall tactic because there's a lot of people they can't find. There's a lot of people they trying to say is their witnesses, but they don't know where the fuck they are. They can't find them. So they keep bringing the same people back. Now, I want to know. I want to see if Judge Whitaker denied them to bring Gaither back. Cause like I say, she'll give you one. Love will give you one. Like she say, hey man, she done testified before. You know, she done those questions been asked and answered. Okay, so don't you bring her back no goddamn more. Because you're going to ask her the same questions.
Exactly.
You're going to ask her the same. Don't bring nobody back that you have already had on the witness stand because the questions that you asked them has already been asked and answered. What's good for the geese got to be good for the gander. So now, next goddamn witness. Next witness. So we're going to see next week. Next week, we're going to see if the judge standing on business. Because I guarantee you, if they do have some witnesses, I guarantee you this. If they do have any witnesses coming back to court next week, I guarantee you if it's 5 of them, 3, maybe 4 of them going to be officers of the law. Watch. And God forbid it be somebody that's already testified. That's when me as a defense attorney, I would stand up and say, Your Honor, this witness should be excused because the questions that she's asking them has been already asked and answered.
Oh, definitely. They're some of the best attorneys in the nation.
So, you know, that's going to be I'm going to make you pay for that. Yeah. Just like they say, just like she good at saying, well, Your Honor, they opened it up for us to be able to say this, that, okay, you just opened up something for us to play with too. You just opened something up for us to play with too. you know, because it's nothing you have asked, Detective, Sergeant, whatever Gaynor, in these last couple of days. You have already asked her before. The only thing you did this time I'm glad of is your ass revealed that you had that damn folder all the while. You done had that file all the while.
Straight corrupt.
And I think some should be done for you doing that.
They should. That should be a mistrial, period.
If, Love should be being impeached for lying. How you gonna impeach somebody for lying and you lying more than them? How? How in the hell is she getting away with impeaching somebody when they done caught her in all her lies? Some of them twice. So let's make it make sense, man. Why can she do it? Why can they do it and can't nobody else do it?
Prosecutor misconduct.
Prosecutorial misconduct.
Yep.
Prosecutorial misconduct.
It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time.
Malicious prosecution.
Mark my words.
This is what they're doing.
Just a matter of time.
So, let's make these people hold up to their responsibilities, man. Let's make them. Let's get together as a people and let's start. Hey, man, I don't care if you can call that girl that your boyfriend called himself sleeping with or creeping with, and you can call that dude that's a girlfriend call herself sleeping with and creeping with, and you can call them 100 times. Let's call downtown 100 times. Let's make them phone calls worth making. Let's start putting this stuff on the internet. If we can put it on the internet enough, somebody gonna hear it. Somebody gonna have to pay attention. Let's start posting it. Let's start reposting a lot of this stuff. Start reposting it. The whole world, people, what we gotta understand is the whole world is connected. The whole world is connected. Somewhere down the line, the whole world is connected. And it's because of social media. So let's make this social media work on behalf of the people. Let's stop getting on there talking about bullshit and let's get on there and talk about something real. And repost it. And keep reposting it. Ask your friend, ask your followers to repost it. Tell your followers to tell their followers, repost it. So then I guarantee you something will happen. Something will happen. Because too many people will be acknowledging it. Let's try that. But we definitely need to hold these politicians accountable for everything that they do, that they say that they are going to do when we put their asses in these offices. Make them do it. Don't just vote them in and then quit.
Make them do it. Start committees for the people to address the things that are of concern to us.
That's what we need to do. It's time to start voicing our opinions for a change. Let's make somebody hear us for a change. All right? So, we're going to end this thing, and we're going to get out of hand. We're going to give our praises to our production staff.
Thank you.
For doing a great job that they do. And we're going to be signing in and out from this day forward.
Real quick, I want to give our condolences to the Day family. Sonny Day, his mother, he's the only child for Miss Sandra Day. She lost her life recently. We'll be burying her soon. The Day family, EJ, Eric, Elise, Dale Day. We give our condolences and our love.
So we're going to give the Day family a moment of silence before we end the show. And you're in our prayers, and we're praying for you all to have a successful recovery from this. And, you know, I can't say it enough. It don't go away, but it do get better. So we're going to give the Day family a moment of silence, and then we'll, you know, keep them in our prayers. Amen. All right, the Day family, we praying for you, and keep your heads up. Everybody stay strong and stand firm. And this is Big Jeff of YSL Loaded, and
Shanita, Absolute Justice Now, and
nothing but the truth.
We out.
We out.